How do you all feel about the current ratio between administration, investigation, and road deputies in the department? And I guess would you make any changes in that respect?
Yes, sir. Well, like I stated earlier, I would like to see more investigators too on the night shift. I realize that a lot of investigators have to work the day shift, but I also realize that crimes happen at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm speaking from a citizen point of view. I would hate to know that my house got broke into and I had to wait till the next day until I could talk to the investigator who was doing the investigating. So I would like to see more investigators on rotating shifts, restructure that department, see who is over, who they are accountable for. I've heard many stories of investigators not returning calls, investigators not following up. And like I said, this is just people that come to me. Like I said, I'm not in the system, so I don't know, which ones are accurate, which ones are not. All I can go by is what the citizens are coming to me and telling me. Their investigator was assigned to this case. They hadn't heard from him for 6 months. I would just like to see a little bit more accountability in the investigative department to where at least a contact, a phone call. We were making, we were still working on your case. We've made this kind of contact. We haven't gone anywhere. We've checked pawn shops. We've checked this. At least some type of contact with the community to let them feel like that you are currently investigating their crimes.
I too think that you need to have investigators rotating shifts. I think they should be more available because to me it would seem very easily understood that you would lose valuable time sometimes or get behind the eight ball, so to speak, having to wait for the next day, or sometimes it's a certain holiday. I mean, a lot of things come about in the past. It was a long contact, and I don't think that's really good business. They should shift the people.
I think the question was the ratio. I think that the ratio is as best can be, given the number of calls that the investigators have got and the number of calls that the patrol answers. And as far as investigators working the night shift, I think every agency in this state would like for one to work the night shift. That's something that is not a common occurrence across this state. I'm sure every agency, every chief, every sheriff would like that opportunity. But if you've got 10 investigators answering and working these calls, we have one that is on call every day. He comes in at 2, he gets off at 10. If a major crime occurs, he's called and comes back out to the scene. I'm sure that, and his investigator has his other caseload too, so I'm sure if he worked from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., I don't think a victim will want him called in their house at 3 a.m. to get some more details on the case. It's just, when you look at it, the ratio is as best as it can be. Investigators on night shift, in a perfect world, that's great. In the state of South Carolina, that's not happening. You don't have investigators working in Lawrence City, Clinton City. We all work at these places, and we all would love to have them. The main teams from the Highway Patrol, I think they're on call. There's not somebody sitting there waiting to respond to a major crash or an incident at Lawrence City. There's not an investigator at 3 in the morning sitting there waiting for it. You have to contact them because this is Lawrence County. We do the best we can with what we have, and we do a great job.